This is War 4 of Season 40. I am bringing Hercules, White Magneto, and I-Hulk, so obviously all Hercules fights, taking Path 2 Section 1 and Path 5 Section 2, and we are facing J.A. So my first fight is Hercules versus Void. It's just a Hercules ramp. I'll probably take a little bit of damage. It's really not that big of a deal. So here we go. Start off with a heavy, and I want to end around like 7, 8, 9 hits. Here we go. 7 hits. Perfect. And I just want to back off, and when, here we go. I get an intercept, and also I just get those 10-hit combos down, and then I get caught in a backdraft. I will add, my iPad was lagging a lot. Like, I am 95% sure that wasn't me. Here I dash in and block, and then do that. So I can get an easy punish and easily get over 10. I am pretty darn sure that wasn't me. Getting a little bit of lag on these fights, but it is what it is. Here I stop at 18. If he throws that special, I'm going to do the same thing. But he doesn't, so I'll just special intercept him. There we go. Okay, pretty standard. If he throws this quickly, I'm just going to block it, just to be safe. Don't want to get caught as I'm, like, striding forwards when it's a little bit tricky. So that is the first fight down. Then on to the next section. So I am taking Node 25 Kingpin with Wags and an Invul. Because of the Invul and Hercules' innate ability to be stun immune, I can just push to L3 if I have to. So here's my first plan. I'm going to parry, I'm going to heavy, and then I'm going to Dex and trigger Power Snack. He's going to get an L1, and I'm going to bait it. Perfect. There we go. I do want to get an intercept at some point. Now is not that time. Here, I could have Dexed and done it, but I was scared it was going to get too much power. So I do that. I could have just thrown it here, honestly. Probably should have. But at this point, it's too late. So I just drop it, get that 1 precision. And then at this point, I decide, I think that there's a point where I decide, I think I let him throw this one because he's infuriated. After this, I want to say I just push him to L3 on purpose because it's just taking too long to bait these out. I'm still playing fairly safe, but like, it's kind of just a pain in the butt. So here, my game plan is this. I'm going to push him to a little bit of power, then I'm going to try to purposefully Dex. With that there I get the Dex, and he goes to L3. So it's a free charge, and it's also easier to bait out his power that way, actually. And also it puts Power Snack on cooldown. So you'll notice here I get to almost 3 bars of power. I just tap him a couple times and drop my L3. My Indestructible will not get shrugged, and he will not get power. So definitely the strategy for this fight with a stun immune champion, just push him. It's really not that big of a deal. Assuming you have an Invul. If you don't, please don't. Yeah, he's basically dead. I can just combo him, and he will go away. So pretty standard fight there. My next fight is a Quicksilver on Node 29. I have died to a Quicksilver on Path 5 Section 2 before. So obviously I am generally pretty apprehensive about going into a Quicksilver fight on this node set. I do have an Invul that is still active, and I was considering keeping it because then I could push him to L3 if I had to. Tank that damage, I would be stun immune, and my Immortality would proc against his Whiplashes, but I decided instead to do a PS1 just because I thought it'd be easier to get my power off. So here we go. Do this, and I drop the special 1, intercept him, and he's just getting nuked. It's just too easy. I heavy him. Should not have done that. I should have just comboed in and capitalized. And look at that damage. I'm basically done. So here, what I should have done is just intercepted him point blank, but I was a little bitch, so I didn't do that. And you're going to see that come back and bite me with that combo. So yeah, he's going to be doing a very large amount of damage to me in Whiplashes, probably fairly soon. Here we go, bait that out, and then I want to get an intercept off of him. Get an intercept, but I get chunked by those Whiplashes. It's a 23k burst, and ouch. Definitely all my fault, but ouch, that was painful. So my next fight is a Nova. Gotta heal it first though, obviously. Thus is the struggles of high tier war. So I dropped 3. I'm gonna go in, but I'm like, oh, that's not enough health, so I have to go and drop 1 more pot, unfortunately, but it's not that big of a deal. Next we have a Nova fight, as I was saying. I'm going to start with an Intercept to try to shrug his fury, and if he doesn't, that's fine. Alright, here we go. Intercept him, perfect. Oof, almost got caught in a dash back there. Trying to get a raw intercept off, but it's just not working, which is fine. It'll be a lot easier to intercept him once I have my anti-auto block, not evade. Here we go, get an intercept, and now he's just getting chunked. Pretty standard. I could drop a heavy here, but it doesn't really matter. I'm at 11 charges because of the Hulk synergy. Here I just want to get one more intercept, but I drop the special one so that I'll have my true stems up, so that I can intercept him like that. And that fight is over, super easy. Hercules for Nova is arguably the best counter. Very, very solid counter. Then I want to just go ahead and clear my pod mates, so I'm going to tank down this Killmonger as well. Similar strategy. I'm literally just going to bait a heavy, tap him a couple times, intercept. I do make a mistake here and trigger Infuriate, which was not my intention, but it does make it actually a little bit easier. So at this point, I want to push him to L2, bait that out, and then that's why I do the parry, because I want to give him more power. I do a light attack to get him to exactly 2 bars of power, or very close. Okay, and then here I just go in because it's just one extra hit, and it's better to keep my tempo, because you'll see that I'm not taking that much damage in reverb. Better to just keep my tempo up. And then here I just throw that special too, and yeah, just like that, he's down. One last fight. I have Hercules versus a Spot on node 55. There is a Wags on this fight and also a Gallon Herald pre-fight, so if I mess up and throw a special in a block, that's okay. And I invul for this as well. Game plan is don't hit his block, nuke him down. Pretty standard. Here we go. And I immediately hit his block. And you'll see I do that again. It's not the game plan that we had in mind. Here we go. Okay. And he's just getting nuked. He has a low health pool. Hit his block again. Get parried. Hit his block again. Get parried. And again, incredibly late on that heavy counter. And look at this. I get parried. I bait out the heavy. And that is where I can punish. I have so much time to punish, but I don't do it. Get parried again. I should go in there. The second he jumps out, I should be dashing in. But nope. Instead, I get parried 3 times in 7 seconds. And lose 3 charges, which is always nice. Take that L2. And some brute force damage. Get parried again. Get parried again. That is 5 parries. Yeah. Oops. And then I also miss because I lose my miss. And there goes all of my health. Just all of it. So I dropped this special one into his field just because I need to get the anti-miss up and get him off me a little bit. That was a combo ender, I think, actually. There I finally successfully punished heavy after getting parried 5 times. Probably could have got hit there again. But yeah, very sloppy fight, but Hercules absolutely just nukes pretty much everything. And that happens to be the war. So as my parting gift to you, I will leave you this slow motion clip of me once again getting parried 3 times in 7 seconds. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope the war went well.